Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. I'm pretty sure y'all heard the news. I'm pretty sure y'all been on your Twitter. I'm pretty sure you've been on your Gram, everywhere and above on your Googles, the whole nine. And I want to talk about P. Diddy. As y'all know, his cribs have been raided, by the FBI or whoever those people was running in his crib. All I know is that's not never a good sign. And it just goes to show you um that all the rumors and things that we've been hearing ever since we was younger, some of us was already adults, but to those of us who are in our early 30s, mid 30s, early 40s or whatever, when we was younger, we heard all the stories and everything about Diddy, a lot we didn't know was true. There was plenty of people who have been doing interviews and saying certain things about Diddy for years now. And you take it once somebody has so much dirt on their name, when somebody else says something about them and they remain, at the top status, it's like you take it with a grain of salt. You just like, oh, we make jokes about it, but none of us really knew how real or unreal the rumors and things like that about Diddy was. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: the FBI don't read your crib for nothing. The FBI do not read your crib if they don't have evidence. That's one thing I can tell you. That's the one um intelligence agency that's not going to make that mistake. 9 times out of 10, if they come for you, they already knew this years ago. They got years of documents and details and witnesses. They don't even come knock on your door until they got you. They don't do what everybody else. They not building the case. The case is already built by the time they present it to you. That's why the conviction rate is so high. Um, P. Diddy, man, it just goes to show you that you never lose your integrity for money. Never lose your integrity for money, likes, views. That's why I would never do it, yo. I don't care if I get 20, 30 likes. I'm gonna talk about what I talk about. I'm gonna give my opinion and I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. And however that works out or whatever that is, I'll be able to deal with that because I know it came from a genuine place. I know it was organic. We've heard years that Diddy was involved when it came to Pac and stuff with him and Biggie and how he treated Biggie mom and how he treated women and things he had going on. None of us could foresee it being this deep, but it goes to show you when there's smoke, there's fire. And our parents always taught us that where there's smoke, there's fire. So, if it looked like a duck, it quacked like a duck. And you got to really perk your eyes up to people that you keep hearing, different people from different walks of life having certain stories about a person. And it just makes me question not just Diddy, of all the people that have sat around and done business and been friends with this man for years. It makes me look at all of y'all. See, y'all think it's just about Diddy. No, it's not about Diddy because what I know about this situation is that Diddy's not the only one. Whatever he did, whatever they say he did, he did. It's like Kanan. But I know Diddy's not the only one. I know Diddy's not the only one that's aware of these things. I know that Diddy is not the only one that's involved in these things. I know that Diddy's not the only one that acts like that. The reason why somebody could stay at the same spot that where Diddy was at for so many years and it just start happening now after 30 years, the police and everybody coming in. The reason why that is because there is a certain compliancy for everybody around the globe. There's no way he would get to that position and have this reign this long without a certain compliancy from his peers. It don't work like that. So all those people that have been at Diddy parties for 30 years, 20 years, I look at all of y'all and it just reconfirms what I already know about this industry, what I already know about this world. And it's mighty funny that the black man is always the one that gets raided by the police and got to take the fall. But we all know that the black man is not the only one that is doing these things or involved in whatever they say that he's doing. We all know that to be true. So it goes to show you that no matter how rich you are, how famous you are, when you a black man and you out here doing dirt, You're going to have to pay it. You're going to reap what you sow. Oh, you're going to pay that tax. You're going to pay that ticket. Absolutely, you are. If they don't get you, and they like to actually get you later so they can have so much evidence on you, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, X, Y, and Z. And Bill Cosby thing was just a sham. That's why he was able to get out of it, but they still, you ruined the man's reputation. They still put him behind bars. All of that still happened. And it just goes to show you that when you put your integrity, because the only way they're able to get you like this is when you put your integrity over for money and power. When you trade in your integrity for money and power so you can have the riches and all the females and all the cars, instead of grinding and getting it the right way, where you may not have ever became P. Diddy, but you probably would have been a guy that still was a millionaire, that still would have made good business deals, would have still made good business plans, but got to enjoy your riches, actually enjoy it without all the dirt on your name and the tabloids. And look at the Sean shooting and all of that stuff, y'all. We can't forget about all of these things that happened. Jennifer Lopez leaving them. This behavior did not just start with Diddy. We've been hearing about this for almost 30 years now. At least 20 for sure, for the last 20 years for sure. And I would say it's unfortunate, but you got P. Diddy bodyguard out here telling the whole story, saying that all of these things that have happened. So who am I to say that the rumors and the FBI and his bodyguard and everything else, even Keefe D mentioned Diddy. So it just goes to show you that what's done in the dark gonna always come to the light, no matter how much you try to run from it. You could try to run from it, but it's coming. It's going to get light. Is going to get shed on that eventually. Never lose your integrity. I don't care about the dollar sign. I don't care about how hard the path is. I could be a lot further if I chose to interview guys and I chose to be friends with guys and make certain content. Dean would be even more popular. I promise you I would. It's the fact that I will never do that. I'm going to be able to say what I want to say. When I'm around any other man, I don't be around other men and think they more of a man than me, or I gotta tuck my tail. I don't care if it's Elon Musk and Jeff Benzo in the room, Bezos, Jeff Bezos in the room. I don't care who it is. Neither one of them would talk to me crazy. I don't care about none of that. A man gonna always have more. It's always gonna be somebody that has more than you, even if you in the room with those two. One of them is richer than the other. That's not nothing that you should be reaching for just as a man. Do you want to get the money? Do you want to be successful and all of those good things? Of course. Who doesn't? Yes. But at what cost? Is it at a cost that you're willing to pay? Is it at a cost where you got to put your integrity down for? No. And P. Diddy is prime example of why you never do that. Because the chickens is coming home to roost, man. FBI don't play them games. They not gonna raid P. Diddy house without a lot of evidence. Trust me. You know why? Because they know the man got connections. They know the man got money. They know the man got power. So I just me personally, I believe they dotted their I's and crossed their T's before they even would show their hand to make that move. They would just wait till they had more evidence. So the fact that they made that move on somebody that high profile lets you know how real it is. That the very least, at least half of the rumors you have heard is true. At the very least. And it just shows you the sadistic things that be going on in this music industry, entertainment, and every aspect of life. It shows you that the people on top are actually the people with the least amount of morals, because they're going to build a gate up that if you're somebody who does have different viewpoints, they're going to make it very, very hard for you to come in there and infiltrate what they got going on. It's mighty funny to me that every entertainer, have y'all ever thought about this? Every entertainer that has ever been asked about, is the Illuminati and things like that true? Is it a certain door that you got to walk through? Certain parties they invite you to. Ain't it mighty funny that they all say that that is true? The actors, the basketball players, the rappers, everybody says it's true, but nobody admits to it. Y'all ever notice that? Everybody says it's true, but nobody admits to it. Now, those same people that I know, most of the people I would even be alluding to, have been at them Diddy parties. What was your involvement? Because to the rappers, Diddy is y'all man. The only person I really know that ain't too many people that got problems with Diddy. And when they did have problems with Diddy, it was over money, not over his mistreatment of other people and his employees and the whole nine, and Biggie and Pac, not over that. Because he still went on to be more successful after Biggie and Pac were gone. So that couldn't have been it. Was done in the dark. This is just another example of chickens coming home to roost. What you reap, what you sow. What's done in the dark going to come to the light. Why you should always stand on your principles and integrity. Why you should always listen to that voice in your head that tell you you know better. You shouldn't do that because that's God talking to you. People always ask, Dean, you believe in, yeah, I ain't going to give y'all all that. What I will tell you is your conscience, that's God speaking to you. That's not you, a voice in your head. Yeah, you know, that is the man above giving you an opportunity to do something different. And when you don't listen to him, you pay the price. And that's life. So y'all know what this is, man. Dean, by any means. And I'll holler at